Welcome to Psychic Insights, where pop culture meets higher consciousness and the tea is always a little bit mystical. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and around here we don't just watch the drama unfold. We read the energy behind it, whether it's celebrity scandals, reality TV, chaos, or true crime with a twist. I'm tuning in to bring you the intuitive scoop the headlines miss. So buckle up, because your aura's about to get entertained. Welcome back to my channel. It's Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend. Thanks for being here. Thank you for supporting and liking and subscribing to my channel. It really helps me. I just recently hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you to all of you being here. Oh my gosh, that just makes me feel so happy. It just tickles me. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. We got to talk about this, right? Because everyone's talking about this. And this is Taylor Frankie Paul. And right now there's allegations. Her show, The Bachelorette, got canceled. There's chaos in her personal life. But you know us. We ask a deeper question. We have spiritual inquiry. What is actually driving this? So I pulled up her Human Design chart because I wanted to understand her a little bit differently. And then I pulled cards, because I do that and I love that. All right. Oh my gosh. When I looked at it, I was like, this isn't random. So, as we see, it's a pattern, right? So today we're going to look at what's happening in her life right now and what her energy looks like beneath the surface and what our Lenormand cards say about where this is going. And I'm telling you right now, this is not just about her. Because if you've ever felt like your life spiraled faster than you could control it, you might see yourself in this. All right, so quick context if you're not unfamiliar with Taylor Frankie Paul. She rose to fame through TikTok, specifically Mom Talk. Okay. Like, I'm a mom, but my kids are grown, so I'm not part of Mom Talk. Part of other talks, but not Mom Talk. Anyway. You can go find me on TikTok if you'd like. All right. Things have started to unravel publicly for her. She had a marriage that ended. There were relationship scandals. And now she's facing some serious allegations and accusations around domestic conflict. On top of that, she was the new Bachelorette. And recently, that opportunity has been pulled. The show is not going to be aired, at least not right now. And her other show, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which I've never seen, but I know there's a lot of fans out there, that's also been surrounded by controversy. And, okay. So we're looking at someone who has built a very visible platform and is now experiencing a very public collapse. This is where I go, well, let's take the gossip out of it and let's look at the energy behind it. So when I looked at her Human Design chart, now if you're interested in your Human Design, go over to bodygraph.io, put in your details, and you can get a free chart. You can take a look and see if that aligns with you. Okay, so we do have her birth date and we don't have her birth time, so we're going to work with what we got. So the first thing that jumps out about her chart is that she's a manifesting generator with emotional intensity. Makes sense, right? And this is what it means. It means that she moves fast. She makes decisions in the moment, and she responds based on what's feeling right then. And when that energy is aligned, she's magnetic. She's exciting. And she's the kind of person people want to watch. But when it's not aligned, well, that same energy becomes reactive, impulsive, and sometimes explosive. And here's the key piece. Her not-self theme is frustration. So when that happens, so what happens with that is that when life doesn't go the way she expects, or she feels frustrated, or she reacts quickly, and then the situation will escalate, this is not slow-moving energy. This is everything happens at once energy. It's almost like, think about the perfect storm, happening with her. All right. Now, she also has a channel that is literally about acting instantly on energy. There's like no pause or filter. And she's said this in her interview. Basically, she speaks her truth, like she's been known for that. All right. There's no pause with her. There's no filter. So what we're seeing publicly is someone who feels something, acts on it immediately, and then has to deal with the consequences after. And this is where things can turn into conflict, arguments, and situations that spiral. And I want to be clear, this is not about excusing her behavior. This is about understanding why things escalate the way they do with her. So why are people so obsessed with her? Now, this is the fascinating part. Because in her profile, it's what we call a 3-5, which means she is literally designed to live through messy public experiences. And people project onto her hard. And what we're going to see is some people saying she's toxic, some people saying she's misunderstood, some people defending her, and some people tearing her apart. And here's the truth. She holds a mirror. People aren't just reacting to her. They're reacting to what she represents. So we got to look at her relationship pattern. So when I look at her energy, she's someone who bonds deeply, feels intensely, and can get caught up in emotional loops and relationships. And there's a strong theme of connection plus volatility. So relationships become passionate, but also triggering and sometimes unstable. And this is where I say this is not a career issue. This is a relationship pattern. All right. So let's look at the cards because this is where it gets wild. So what I pulled was man, book, Clover, ship, sun, heart, and key. All right. Now, the man in the book immediately tell me there are things we don't know. There are things that we don't know. The book is secrets, hidden information, and things aren't fully revealed. And the man, that points to a specific person or multiple dynamics involving a male figure. So there's more to the story than what's public right now. Okay, and I think she's even alluded to that. Okay, so then we have the Clover and the ship. The Clover and the ship. Okay. And this is interesting because Clover is chance. I've got to figure out where my camera is. Okay. Clover is chance, timing, small windows of opportunity, and the ship is movement, distance, and leaving something behind. And it feels like things escalated quickly, decisions were made in the moment, and now there's movement away from what was. And this is that everything shifted overnight energy. All right? Okay. Then we've got the sun and the heart. The sun and the heart. And this is where it gets layered. The sun is exposure, truth coming to light, visibility, and the heart is love, emotional truth, and what someone genuinely feels. And together this says emotional truth of the situation is being exposed, not just facts, but feelings. And then we have the final card, which is the key. The key. And this is the mic drop moment here. The key says this situation is pivotal. This is not random. This is not a small moment. This is a turning point in her life path. So when I put her chart together with the cards, what I see is a collapse that leads to transformation. And she has what's called Phoenix energy in her design, which means things burn down, identities fall apart, and then she rebuilds. So this moment, as messy as it is, it's not the end of her story. It's the beginning of a different version of her. And this is what I want to leave you with. It's very easy to look at someone in the public eye and say, they're the problem. But when you look deeper, you start to see patterns. You start to see energy. And you start to realize this really isn't about her. It's about what happens when emotional intensity, lack of regulation, and public visibility all collide at once. And if you've ever felt like your life spiraled faster than you could control it, you're not alone. You just might not be living it on camera. So look at her patterns and see how it reflects in you. Be kind. I mean, really, this person is living her life out in front of all of us, and there is something to learn from it. I leave you with that, and I thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting. What do you think? And if you're interested in a reading with me, go to yourpsychicgirlfriend.com and book it. And I will see you in the next one.